Electronic waste, also known as e-waste, is one of the fastest growing waste streams in world. Rapid technological advancement, shorter product life cycles, and increasing consumer demand have led to a massive rise in discarded electronic waste. Hello everyone, welcome to Clean Copper Talks. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important environmental compliance topic: extended producers responsibility, or EPR, in the context of e-waste management in India. This includes the devices which are discarded, such as mobile phones, computers, laptops, television, refrigerators, batteries, and other electrical appliances. Many of these products contain hazardous substances such as lead, mercury, cadmium, and brominated flame retardants, which can harm human health and environment if not managed properly. To address this issue, India introduced e-waste management rules which strongly emphasizes on extended producer responsibility, or EPR. In this video, we will understand what EPR means in e-waste management, the regulatory framework in India, EPR targets and compliance requirements, how companies develop EPR compliance strategies, and why this system benefits both the society and the environment. So stay till last. So the e-waste refers to discarded electrical and electronic equipment that has reached the end of its usual useful life. Common categories of e-waste include IT equipment such as computer servers, consumer electronics like television, audio system, cameras, large household appliances such as refrigerators and washing machine, small electrical appliances such as mixers, iron, electric kettles, lighting equipments, and electronic tools. India is probably among the top producers of e-waste globally, generating several million tons every year. However, only a fraction of this waste is processed through formal recycling system. The rest often enters the informal sector, where improper recycling can cause environmental pollution. So what is EPR, or extended producer responsibility? Extended producer responsibility, commonly known as EPR, is a policy approach in which producers are responsible for the entire life cycle of their products, including post-consumer waste. This means that companies manufacturing or selling electronic products must ensure that the waste generated from their products is collected, transported, and recycled in an environmentally sound manner. Under EPR, producers must register with the regulatory authorities, meet specific recycling targets, maintain records of waste collection and recycling, and submit compliance reports. This approach shifts some responsibility from municipalities to manufacturers and the brand owners. So, what does the regulatory framework in India say about the e-waste in India? E-waste in India is regulated under the e-waste management rules issued under Environment Protection Act 1986. These rules were initially introduced in 2011, later revised in 2016, and further updated in 2022, and subsequent amendments leading into 2025 compliance frameworks. The rules are implemented by the Central Pollution Control Board and monitored by the State Pollution Control Board. Under the latest framework, all producers, manufacturers, refurbishers, and recyclers must register on a centralized digital EPR portal. This portal tracks the generation, collection, and recycling of electronic waste. So, what are EPR targets and recycling obligations? One of the most important aspects of EPR compliance is meeting the recycling targets. Producers are required to recycle a certain percentage of electronic products they place in market. These targets are calculated based on the quantity of electronic equipment sold in previous years. For example, companies may be required to collect and recycle a specific percentage of their past sales volume. Producers can meet these targets by establishing take-back systems, partnering with authorized recyclers, purchasing EPR recycling certificates. Authorized recyclers generate EPR certificates after recycling e-waste, which producers can purchase to meet their compliance obligations. This system creates a market-based recycling mechanism. So what are the key components of an EPR compliance strategy? To comply with EPR regulations, companies must develop a structured compliance strategy. The first step is EPR registration with the Central Pollution Control Board. Second, companies must estimate the quantity of e-waste generated from their products. Third, the producers should establish collection mechanisms such as take-back programs, collection centers, reverse logistics systems. Fourth, they must partner with authorized recyclers and dismantlers. Fifth, the companies must maintain detailed documentation and reporting system. Digital monitoring through Central Pollution Control Board's EPR portal ensures transparency and accountability. Large corporations often integrate EPR into their corporate sustainability strategies. Now, what are the standards and safe recycling practices? E-waste recycling must follow strict environmental and occupational safety standards. Authorized recyclers must use technologies that ensure safe recovery of valuable materials such as copper, gold, silver, aluminium, rare earth metals. Hazardous components must be handled carefully to avoid environmental contamination. Recycling facilities must also comply with pollution control standards, including proper air emission control, wastewater treatment, and worker safety measures. These standards ensure that e-waste recycling does not create additional environmental problems. So what are the benefits of EPR system? Benefits for the public and the environment. So EPR system provides several important benefits. First, they increase formal recycling rates, reducing the amount of e-waste entering informal recycling sectors. Second, they reduce environmental pollution from hazardous material. Third, they promote resource recovery and circular economy practices, allowing valuable metals to be reused. Fourth, they encourage companies to design products that are easier to repair, recycle, or refurbish. For consumers, EPR system create accessible take back and recycling programs, making responsible disposal easier. But as with every system, there are certain challenges. So what is the challenges and future outlook regarding the EPR? Despite significant progress, several challenges remain. Informal recycling still dominates in many regions. Limited public awareness about e-waste recycling and infrastructure for collection and recycling needs further expansion. However, with a stronger regulation, digital monitoring system, and increased corporate responsibility, India is gradually moving towards a sustainable electronic waste management system. So, to conclude, the extended producer responsibility is a powerful regulatory tool that ensures manufacturers take responsibility for the environmental impact of their products. Through EPR compliance strategies, companies can contribute to safer recycling, reduced pollution, and efficient resource recovery. As electronic consumption continues to grow, effective e-waste management will become increasingly important for protecting both human health and the environment. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on environmental engineering, sustainability, and environmental regulations. See you in next video. Till then, tata, bye bye, take care.